We've been flexible with our attrition and with our cancellations. We kind of had it in our, I guess, filed under acts of God, but then also with the government acts, with the shutting down of travel abilities and things like that. So it all kind of, in our minds, fell into those clauses that are already there. And so we've been able to be flexible, and most of them, like I said, they've rescheduled. There were a couple that canceled outright, but we didn't charge any kind of damages or anything like that.
If you're communicating with your salesperson, you should already know that we're probably going to postpone your reunion. I mean, if we're waiting at this point, and we're talking, cancellation, that's a whole different subject. We don't really want to cancel your reunion because then there's penalties involved. If you're allowed to postpone and move, then you know what, there's a lot more leverage for us to do, and then that will work if you've been communicating with your salesperson. And more than likely you have been. If you're a military union, you have been communicating with your salesperson and they've been communicating with you, so it won't come as a shock. But if you're waiting, this is July and now your reunion is the first week of August, or your cutoff has already happened and you're not sure, it's probably going to be too late at that point. But you would think prior to that you've already been talking to your sales manager. You've already been saying, okay, this is what this is what our thought process is. What do you think? But coming in saying that you want to cancel it, we'd rather work something out where let's just move it to 2021, and then let's make sure we have a reunion that we can successfully accomplish, and not something that we're just not sure, because like Sarah's in New Mexico, they could meet a whole different kind of phase. We're in a different phase. Sharon, you're in a different phase, so we're all in these different phases, and everything is just not what it should be right now. So let's just wait till 2021.
So right now with the force majeure, you touched on it exactly. It has to do with the time of the event. And this is something no one has ever experienced before. This is just so out of the realm of anything I think any of us fathomed. So, when it was March and we were looking into October, I don't think anybody foresaw that they would need to cancel for October and March. So things were kind of rolling and we were seeing how it's going. However, in the last few months, that's completely changed. I think with the way that the world is right now, it's a hit or miss. And so for what we've been doing is offering the opportunity for any group that wants to postpone it. I've basically been keeping the same terms for whatever we had negotiated for this year, for 2020 into 2021, and a couple even into 2022 if they've already got their 2021 on the books. So moving forward, I don't think that the force majeure would necessarily need to be changed. I think what it would come down to is your communication with your sales manager and what you think is best for your group. Because most of my reunions, I think with the exception of one, have all decided to postpone. There's one that really still wants to come, and they're near the end of the year, but what we've all just been chatting about and deciding to do is just to keep an eye on what's going on with the current state. If it looks like it's going to get better, if it looks like it's going to get worse, but leave it up to them on whether or not they want to postpone it or not. I don't really know of many hoteliers at this point that have kept them bound until that date to determine it. But I don't know. That's just something that we've been doing on my property level as far as Marriott is concerned as well.